Hello, in today's video I thought we'd attack a tin can with some gallium. If you don't know what gallium is, it's a kind of metal that melts at room temperature, really nice and shiny. As you can see here, it's 99.99% gallium, something like that. I'm sure you can't get 100% because of the impurities, and as you can see there, it's really shiny. Now, because it melts at room temperature, when it's in your hand it melts really quickly, and you can see I'm starting to get a gallium residue all over my fingers already. What I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a helping hand with a hairdryer, just to get things sped up a little bit. I don't want you guys just sitting there and waiting while I'm holding some gallium in my hand waiting for it to melt. So, a few interesting facts about gallium is it's used in like microwaves, in microelectronics, and it will even like put in with some plutonium to make some sort of gallium plutonium alloy in the first Manhattan project. So it's pretty diverse and it's used quite a lot. Now what we're going to do is put it on top of aluminium Coke can, and what's supposed to happen is the gallium is supposed to soak into the aluminium and break apart the structure of the aluminium and pretty much corrode it after just an hour, I've been told, so I'm going to try it myself. So as you can see, the gallium is starting to melt down quite significantly. There's a huge puddle underneath and all around the edges of it as well. I'm not sure if you can see by the video. I'll speed it up a bit. So after like 60 seconds, it's properly melted into a puddle and it's really shiny. So we won't use all of this. We'll save a little bit for a future experiment. We don't need all of this gallium. So I'll get my little tub and we'll put a little bit back in. And there we go. Now it looks like the gallium should be really hot, almost like it should be melting a hole through my hand, but it's just at room temperature and it's quite fun. So now down to the nitty gritty. What we're going to do, we're going to have a really close up view of the aluminium Coke can. Now I'm going to be careful not to spill it because I've spilt it all over before, and when it dries it's really hard to get out the mat. So, and there we go. So after only 1 hour we'll have another little cut. There we go. And the gallium's gone hard obviously, and it pops right off, and that's not good. The gallium's still shiny and it hasn't absorbed into the can at all. Now the reason for this is beverage cans have actually got a thin layer of plastic on there, and that's designed to protect the beverage from coming into contact with the metal of the can. So we're going to have to get rid of that. So I've got a little scrapey tool and I'm just going to scrape away all the plastic. It's only a thin layer, it's something like between 1 and 5 microns thick, so you can't even see it. So it should look something like that. Sandpaper would have been perfect for that because you could have got rid of all of the plastic. I've just got rid of a lot of it. Now we need to melt down the gallium again because it's already gone hard. And then we're going to have another close-up of putting gallium on the can. But this time we've got rid of the plastic. Now I'm confident that the gallium is going to sink into the grooves of the aluminium since it's direct contact. And all we have to really do now is wait, and we'll give it another hour. Now as you can see, it's completely different. The gallium's actually gone a dark colour after just 1 hour, and it's tarnished, and that's good news. I know it doesn't seem like it, but that means it's actually worked. I can't even get the gallium off, it's stuck that much into the aluminium. So I'll have to get a little tool and dig it in and try and get the gallium off the can if I can. I've got a feeling it's going to tear half the can with it, because I'm going to guess that the aluminium's already broken apart at this point, and it has. And there we go, it has, it's took half the can with it. So I'll just show you how weak the can actually is. I'll put that down for 1 second and I'll just show you the edges. Now the aluminium's not even sharp anymore at this point. It's lost all structure, it's lost all of its memory, and it's just breaking apart into, well, nothing really. In fact, I'm sure it's only the film on the inside what's holding it together. Now as you get further away from where the gallium were placed, the can is stronger and stronger. It's breaking apart into tiny little fragments of metal. It's all inside the Coke in the inside, so I won't be drinking that Coke. So I actually want my gallium back, so I'm going to try and get rid of the aluminium off of it. And as you can see, it's literally breaking apart into, well, nothing. Every piece of aluminium I touch is just falling apart. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get my gallium back at this point. In fact, what I'll try and do, I'll try and get some film off, because the aluminium, and there we go, we've got some. The aluminium should have broke apart and left the film behind, so that what you see in there is the really thin micron plastic I was telling you about. separates the drink can from the actual beverage inside, and that's what stopped the experiment the first time round. There we go, just a little piece of plastic. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and melt the gallium down. It might melt down into a pile of grey rubbish just because it's now full of aluminium particles, but it is what it is. It's been worth it as an experiment. So I think what I'm going to try and do in a future video is melt down loads of gallium, sand down an aluminium can and try and break the can down all together. I think that'll be quite fun to watch. If that's something you want to see, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a future videos. And more importantly, thanks for watching.